This is the story of actor George Randolph Scott, known to his family and friends as Randy. He was born on January 23, 1898, while his parents were visiting family in Orange County, Virginia. Shortly after his birth, his parents, George Grant Scott and Lucy Crane Scott, returned to Charlotte, North Carolina, where they raised their 6 children: Margaret, Randy, Kathleen, Virginia, Joseph, and Barbara. Unlike most of his fellow actors who came from struggling families, Randolph Scott was an exception. His father was an administrative engineer at a textile firm, and his mother, Lucille, was a member of a wealthy North Carolina family. Their financial status allowed the Scott children to attend private schools. Randolph attended Woodberry Forest, a prestigious all-male school in Virginia that emphasized a strict honor code. There he excelled in sports, especially football. In 1917, when Scott was 19, the United States entered the war in Europe. Seeking adventure and patriotic duty, Randolph enlisted in the army. He was quickly sent to France, where he saw action as an artillery observer with the 19th Field Artillery Regiment. As a member of a 2-man observer team operating behind enemy lines, Scott was often in danger of sniper fire and capture. After the war ended in 1919, Scott returned to the United States and enrolled at Georgia Tech, hoping to fulfill a lifelong dream of becoming an All-American football player. It is believed that Scott is the third from the left, standing in a 1919 Georgia Tech team photo. Unfortunately, shortly after that photo was taken, he suffered a football injury that ended his athletic career. Randy transferred to the University of North Carolina, following in his father's footsteps to pursue an engineering degree. He eventually worked as a bookkeeper and accountant for his father. It is believed that Randy's parents had a house built at 1301 Dilworth Road in Charlotte around 1926. He would return there many times to see his parents and siblings, even after he became a major star. By 1928, Randy had decided he wanted to become an actor. He persuaded his father to write a letter of introduction to his acquaintance, movie producer and multimillionaire Howard Hughes. Letter in hand, Scott left Charlotte for Los Angeles. As he had hoped, Hughes got Randolph an uncredited part in a romantic comedy starring Georgia Brand called Sharpshooters. Soon, Randy began calling himself Randolph Scott, dropping his first name George. For the next few years, he played uncredited bit parts in films such as The Virginian with Gary Cooper. It has been said that Scott helped Cooper learn to speak as a Southerner for that film. On the advice of director Cecil B. DeMille, Randolph enrolled at the Pasadena Playhouse for Actors. While there, Paramount scouts saw him in a play and offered him a contract as a contract player. By 1932, Paramount offered Scott his first lead role in Heritage of the Desert, which sadly was a flop, but it helped establish him as a leading Western hero. The film was directed by first-time director Henry Hathaway. That same year, Randolph Scott starred with first-time lead actor Cary Grant, with actress Nancy Carroll as their love interest, in Hot Saturday for Paramount Pictures. Scott and Grant became instant friends, a friendship that lasted a lifetime. After meeting on the set of Hot Saturday, the two co-stars quickly moved in together. They rented a Santa Monica beach house and later a Los Angeles mansion located at 2177 West Live Oaks Drive. Although rumors spread about the two actors' living arrangements, they treated the gossip as a joke and in some cases even encouraged it, the studios began calling their place Bachelor Hall, with other stars such as John Wayne, Gary Cooper, and even writer Ernest Hemingway visiting. Numerous women came and went from the house. Some say the studio orchestrated the parade of women to squelch any rumors. The next year, in 1933, Paramount did a remake of a silent film, The Thundering Herd, that starred Jack Holt. Scott's hair was dyed for the part, and he wore a mustache to look more like a silent star. After living together for 2 years at Bachelor Hall, Paramount Studios ordered Cary Grant to marry actress Virginia Cherrill. They divorced some 13 months later, and Cary moved back to Bachelor Hall. In 1935, Randolph starred with Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers in Roberta, where Scott was finally able to live out his dream as a football star, if only on screen. Throughout his life, Randolph Scott held 3 close friends: Cary Grant, Fred Astaire, and the Reverend Billy Graham. The year 1936 was a busy one for Randolph Scott. On March 4th, his father, George, collapsed on a Raleigh, North Carolina street corner from a heart attack. He was 66 years old. Randolph rushed home to Charlotte for the funeral. Mr. Scott was buried at Elmwood Cemetery in Charlotte.